Good day. We're going to take a look at a old-time tested Daisy Model 880. These things are everywhere. For a $35 air rifle, you cannot beat these for the money. And it is topped in this review with a Barska Huntsman Series 2.5 power scope. Now, I have an indoor shooting range, airgun range, set up in my basement, so there's absolutely zero wind to affect this at all whatsoever. Also, from the edge of the bench to the target is exactly 26 feet dead on, so we're going to call these shots 23 feet because, as you can see in the picture, the barrel hangs over the edge of the desk just a little bit. But it allows for an absolute 100% rock solid shooting platform. Now, the whole purpose of this test was to see how much pellet rise per pump there was between 1 to 5 pumps for indoor shooting. I was curious as to how much it would come up, and I also have two groups of pellets to shoot, the Premier Destroyer 7.4 grain and the Premier Hollow Point 7.9 grain. While I was at it, I went ahead and did an accuracy test, 5 shots between the two pellets, to see what kind of accuracy difference there would be. The 7.4 grain destroyers did end up with just a slight edge in accuracy after repeating that test twice. Both times they come out ahead just a little bit better. Here we can see shot one was just about on the bullseye. That was one pump. That's generally where I shoot at, one pump, when I'm just bullseye target shooting. Two pumps definitely raised it a good bit. Three pumps really raised it up a bit. Ironically, by 4 point pumps, the pellet had actually started to come back down closer to bullseye, as also seen in shot 5. Moving on to the Premier 7.9 grain hollow point. In this pump test, I fired 2 shots for each pump just to kind of check. Now this is with no adjustment made to the scope, ironically just a few grains going up from 7.4 to 7.9 grains on one pump went from pretty much dead on bullseye to that much of a drop as seen at the top. Two pumps almost connected with those. The two pumps went 2 shots together in the same hole. Three pumps had a little bit of spread, again a little bit higher. Four pumps about the same spread, about the same height. Again with 5 pumps, as before, the pellets actually started coming back down as far as the height goes, but again went back into almost the same hole. During the 5 shot accuracy test, as you can see here in this picture, 17 caliber pellets, we were looking at just a hair over a half inch across spread on this group. This is the 7.9 grain. What you were looking at here is actually 6 shots. The shot that's on top of the red pyramid there, I actually called that as a flyer. I just had a muscle twitch and knew I pulled that shot, so I threw that shot out. As you can tell, the other 5 shots made one ragged hole. 5 shots using the 7.4 grain destroyer pellets made one solid hole. This is about a 3/8 center to center spread on this shot group. All in all, I mean, 5 shots in one ragged hole, that's, for an air rifle that you go out to Walmart or somewhere and buy for $35, $40, something like that, that you can't hardly beat that. Granted, if you want to fire an absolute one whole tiny little group, you can spend $2, $3, $4 and up. You can get a professional grade, high-end air rifle and pre-charged pneumatics. But let's look at it. I mean, seriously, for the money, these little old daisies are hard to beat. I've owned one. I've had several of them over the years, but from one version or another. But for the money, they are just absolutely hard to beat. Now, granted, you will want to go and put you a somewhat decent scope on it. I think that's about a $45, $50 scope, something like that. But you definitely want to put a remotely decent scope on it. But You know, I mean, hey, at the end of the day, they're a whole lot of fun to shoot. They're dirt cheap to shoot. The Daisy 880s are extremely easy to pump, which that has always given it an advantage over the Craftsman 760s.